territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Foyesade Anuakin. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he'll be out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday. This is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half. Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make? And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote? And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds. And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Jags grab it. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now. Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Zone before going out.
Here we go! Hey, watch it!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, 41 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, 63 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get to Ben and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess,
He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I'd think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Straight ahead, ETN to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Robinson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Open man here is Conklin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Wilson on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for two. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by American.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And as this defense walks off the field,